Welcome to a new video. I hope you're all doing great. This time, I'm here to introduce you to the Motorola Edge 70 Fusion in collaboration with FIFA 2026. That is the World Cup. So let's check it out. But first, many thanks to the folks at Motorola for letting me test it out, and to all of you for always tuning into this channel. We're going to do a thorough unboxing for you. Let's go ahead and take photos and videos, not just during the day, but also at night, and we'll do the gaming test. This is an unboxing. It's literally a collection from the FIFA World Cup 2026. All right, let's unbox it. It has already been unboxed by another person, but hey, let's see what we can do with it. Look, what I like is this. This is actually a limited edition. Here we have a dedicated QR code section where you can easily scan the code right here for more information. And it's finished in gold. There's nothing else in here now. When you unbox it for the first time, it has a really nice smell. Really, really nice. And I like that. That's something I appreciate from Motorola. Good job on that. Old school, giving us facts. Here we have a charger, which is 68 watts with a USB Type-C output, or input. That's right. And we also have this, which is a USB Type-C cable on both ends. What else do we find here? Our phone. Look, how beautiful. I've already turned it on. I've already put some of my stuff on it, which I'll show you a bit later. Check out that camera module. The typical Motorola style, but with a gold finish, a line that goes all around it. All around the edge, and it shines. And from a distance, you can definitely tell it has a gold finish. Just like the Motorola logo. Look how beautiful it is. Same with this other FIFA logo. Look how nice it is. If we bring it closer over here, it says it's the official sponsor of FIFA. Okay, from the cup then. Look at this, how beautiful. That's gorgeous. No matter where you look at it from. We have a really nice build here. Does it feel raised? This gives it an incredible look. It really is unique. If you look at it like this, it looks beautiful. But if you look at it from here or from far away, you can also see the gold color from a distance. Look, check it out, please. It's so beautiful. I really like it. It weighs just 177 grams, or about 6.20 ounces, and it's 7.2 millimeters thick. There's curvature on the back and also on the screen. It also has IP68 and IP69 resistance. It can be submerged in water up to 1.5 meters deep, but don't overdo it, please. Only fresh water, not salt water. And that's it. What else do we have here? Let's see. There's nothing here. And here we have, honestly, I'd use it like this anyway. Without a case, because here Motorola actually includes a user manual and also this protective case. Look, I'd really use it like this because it looks nice. Although this also gives it an amazing look because it's completely transparent. But come on, it looks better like this, right? In all its glory. Now then, you already noticed that the design is really good looking. Let's talk about its screen. We have a 6.78-inch diagonal AMOLED display. We also have durability. Corning Gorilla Glass 7 here on the screen. The bezels are practically non-existent. Look, both at the top and on the sides. Look at this beautiful screen. And we also have, well, here I do have a few doubts, but until I can run a performance test, let's make a note of it. Check it out. It only goes up to 120 hertz, however. It says that when you're playing a game, so game time overrides these settings, which means it can give you a refresh rate of up to 144 hertz. So in the gaming test, we'll see this later on. During an extensive and deep gaming test and also taking advantage of the screen, you can enjoy watching high-quality videos in HDR resolution, which can reach all the way up to 4K. Look, the screen looks really nice. Yeah, check this out. The screen is absolutely gorgeous. I'm really impressed. And we also have at least a brightness of up to 5,200 nits, folks. That's a lot, right? But with that, we can already see a really beautiful display. Taking advantage of this, let's do a sound test. Coming up next, we know it, the screen is really exquisite. No one can deny that. Now, let's talk about something really important, the security method it offers. I've already set it up beforehand, and look, it works really well, okay? There's also facial unlock, which works quickly. Another important thing you should know is that this phone has a very clean operating system. If you happen to take a look at a modern smartphone or have a Google Pixel in your hand right now, you'll find an experience that is remarkably similar with a very clean and user friendly interface. In fact, it's truly one of the brand's most compelling and impressive devices on the market today. Meanwhile, when it comes to connected devices, it offers us NFC for making payments and the ability to cast the screen to a smart TV. For now, I haven't found the possibility of HDMI connection. We have Chromebook, QuickShare, Android. Additionally, if you want to use it for Uber, that is also available here too. When it comes to something like, for example, the system updates, it's consistently and very well updated over time, and it even comes with Android 16 right out of the box. Here, if there's a pretty significant software update regarding Motorola, we can go straight to the About My Device section to check the details. Here we have, for example, the RAM memory, although it also lets us expand it up to 16. This one comes with 12 gig of physical RAM and also 256 gigabytes of internal storage. Right here on the display is the screen resolution, and here it also clearly indicates to us that we have Android 16 installed on this device. It also offers us some extra security features called ThinkShield. It's a protection feature. When we take a closer look at the device itself, all the hardware levels are seamlessly integrated and engineered with the absolute highest industry standards of what it offers us today. Motor Wow! It is really designed for those who need much greater protection against hackers. All right, that is it for now. So let us move on to Moto AI. Here, for example, it offers us the circle to search feature from Google. It gives us various actions, and something I really like is this, the flashlight like this, where you just make this kind of simple gesture and that is it. And we can also select between the rear camera and the selfie camera. Let's see, what else does it offer us here? There is a useful Moto app that gives us a warm welcome so that we can take the time to learn much more about the exciting world of Motorola. For example, the gestures we've already seen to enjoy immersive content. We have Dolby Atmos, which we've also seen with the speaker, and it's really loud. The bottom one sounds a little bit, but the top one is a bit louder. And Moto AI, which we were just on, from what I missed, includes attention, image, study, memory, and customization. Use or save with an incredibly simple gesture directly from the instruction bar. Look at all this. I don't know how to pronounce it, folks, but you can explore any topic in depth with AI. And it says, okay, Motorola is offering us this, Copilot. The ability to ask more about something, and it's assisted by Copilot. I don't have much experience with it. As for Copilot, I haven't really used it much. Actually, I don't use it, to be honest with you. And the instant camera, which we've already seen, camera, photo, macro, dynamic photos, smile to capture. And that is precisely what Motorola's unique software customization layer provides for us. All right, the processor. I've already installed some little games on it. In fact, the battery, according to the brand, says it offers us this. Battery, meh, yeah, it's fine. Guys, it says 5,360, but actually it says it offers us 5,200 or 7,000 depending on the region. Guys, in this case it comes with 5,200, but here it says 5,360, okay? And the processor is a Qualcomm Snapdragon 7S Gen 3 with the Adreno 810 GPU. I already installed these games beforehand, and something I liked, although thanks, we're going to do an in-depth gaming test. I like this, guys. I don't know who they copy from, Motorola, but now it shows us the frames per second, the level of the CPU, GPU, and RAM. all at the same time. Thanks to Game Time, to Moto Game Tone. Check this out. Acoustic lights. We can record the screen. We also have a sponsorship. Apps like many windows. We'll check this out later. And that's it. We're already in Call of Duty. Let's go to settings, to graphics, and this is what it offers us. Even on Ultra. We'll see that later. How will it perform in a gaming test? So make sure to subscribe. All right, now let's talk about its cameras. We have 3 on the back. The main one is 50 megapixels with OIS technology, optical image and video stabilization. It sounds a bit like Stone. Yeah, that's Nordal. And the flash also activates. The second sensor is this one, just 13 megapixels, ultra-wide with 120 degrees. And the third one, well, this one is more like support, right? Like a secondary one for portrait mode photos, and that's it. An LED flash over here, and the selfie camera is 32 megapixels. So what is the camera interface like? Pretty standard. We have slow motion. You can record in full HD at 120 frames per second. We have video recording. Here, it lets us record up to 4K at 60 frames per second. We also have that it locks up. Look, horizon lock. It says, okay, super stable then. In a nutshell, check this out. Oh my goodness. Yeah, honestly, it's for, you have to use it. Yeah, I'm going to use it. What is this for? Basically, we're going to be able to do this kind of thing, just like with Samsung. Here we can see again what it says. The screen will stay fixed during recording, whether you switch to vertical or horizontal mode. No wonder, guys. Oh, except in selfie camera mode, right? Here in selfie camera, they offer us 4K, right? Only 4K or full HD at 30 frames per second, that's it. And we can also tell it to turn off the microphone. And on the back, we can also tell it to turn off the microphone. If we tap here, we'll have the watermark, AI audio, which we can turn on, mirror selfie, instant camera, and that's it. In photography, we have, video. I wanted to see if it records videos, for example, in ultra-wide mode. Yes, it does record in ultra-wide mode. Also, in macro mode, it goes up to, let's see, 6 times zoom, guys. And in photography, let's see, 916. Here we can activate the style natural mode, personal touch. I'm going to leave it like that. We also have ultra-wide mode here on the selfie camera. We've already seen it here. It goes up to 10 times on the selfie camera. What other settings does this offer us? We have portrait mode. Wow, look at this. Portrait mode lets you switch between 44mm, 35mm, and 50mm. There's also Pro mode, so you can take photos in JPG, RAW, or JPG plus RAW. You can adjust the ISO range, white balance, take photos in triangle mode, and up to 10. There's no Pro mode for video here. From what I can see, we have a scatter, night vision, panorama, ultra-res, photo booth, time-lapse, and dual capture video. Look at this. We're going to put it to the test soon, folks. I really like this. And that's it. We're done with this unboxing. If we took a little loader, it's because, for good reason, we had to. Really research this phone. Get to know all its features, and above all, it's really nice looking. And that's it. Many thanks to the folks at Motorola for sending it to me, and to you, as always, for coming to this channel. Subscribe, because we'll see each other in the gaming test, and finally in the full review. That's it.